Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and for today's video, we're going to be looking into what is next for your connection. So you guys are going to think about a specific connection that's on your mind with a person of interest, and we're going to try to see where things are headed coming up here in the near future, again, based off of where the energy sits today between you and them. Getting into our disclaimers, keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading, so it cannot and will not resonate with every single person or every single situation that is out there. If it does not fit for you, simply release it and let it go. And please do not allow it to get you upset or leave me nasty comments because you feel like it doesn't resonate with you. Remember, this is not personal. It's not an attack on you. It's really just here to provide general guidance. And if it doesn't resonate, all you have to do is release it and maybe try a different pile or go to a different video that may have a more unique message to you. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to get into our deck selection. So we have a choice between 3 different decks for today's reading. If you guys are drawn to the first deck, this is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, and we're working with this little sacred geometry quartz crystal. For pile 2, if you guys are drawn to this one, we're working with the Twin Flame Journey Tarot and this Firefly Quartz. And then if you guys are drawn to pile 3, this is going to be the Muse Tarot, and we're working with this amethyst crystal. So I want you guys to go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your connection and what's next. Go ahead and select the crystal or the deck you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you have made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamps that will take you to your selected reading. See you guys there. Hey, pile 1, if you guys chose the Chakra Wisdom Tarot and this really pretty sacred geometry quartz, this will be your message. So we're looking to see what is next for the connection that is on your mind. We're going to begin by looking at some pre-shuffled oracle cards, and then we're going to go into, some additional tarot and oracle cards to see what is going on between you and them. So let's jump right in. Remember, guys, these are general readings. Proceed with caution. These are for entertainment purposes only. If it doesn't resonate, simply release it and let it go. Okay? So starting us off, we have past life connection. You've known each other before. Ooh, okay. We have DNA, karma. And we have divine masculine coming up here. Wow. Okay. So I feel overall energy like there's a lot of this like karmic energy that's coming up here with the DNA card, but then also here with this past life relationship card, because this is kind of another spiritual term for like a karmic partner. Now, this does not have to be negative. We're going to see as we kind of get into the reading, but essentially what this is kind of talking about is you and this person working through some sort of karma, working through some sort of lesson together. And this could be a connection where it feels like really intense, really passionate. This could be a person that you guys maybe have just been with for a really long time or known for a long time. Or if you believe in past lives and reincarnation and things like that, this could be a person that you are connected to from a previous lifetime. I definitely feel that for a lot of you guys. If you resonate with that, it feels like you and this person have known each other for lifetimes. There's like something very much embedded here between the both of you with this DNA card coming up. Now, we have the divine masculine at the heart of the spread here. So we're looking into, remember, what's next for this connection. So we're trying to kind of see what's ahead based on the current energy. So there's some sort of lesson, some sort of karma here around this energy of the divine masculine. So the divine masculine is an energy that is about leadership. It's an energy about kind of seeing results in the physical form of things. It's an energy about kind of creating those structures and boundaries and kind of frameworks for themselves and for the connection, right? Divine masculine is healthy masculine energy, right? It's an energy that is able to do these things, create these things, build these things, step into that leadership energy, provide, protect, caretake, all of that stuff. But it also appreciates the feminine, right? It appreciates and replenishes itself with the feminine energy. So this could be kind of a collective of your connection, right? Like this could just metaphorically be talking about you guys moving into a more sort of action-oriented phase of this connection, or a more leadership-oriented phase of this connection, where things are kind of physically moving along and you're seeing some sort of results more than you maybe were in the recent past. I also feel, though, that the divine masculine energy, whoever maybe embodies this role more often, this is kind of where this karmic lesson is coming from here. So for some of you, it could be that you lean more into this energy and there's some sort of lesson here for you around divine masculine. Could be your person learning some sort of lesson here. But what you're learning with DNA, it's like embedded, right? So thinking of DNA, right, this is something that's passed along from generation to generation to generation. So something about what is next for this connection is tied to, I feel like, the masculine DNA. So like if you're like a woman watching this or identify as feminine, right, like this can be talking about like the male side of your family, right? Your father, your grandfather, things like that. Or the same thing with your person, right? So let's just jump in. Let's get some more detail here. So what's next for pile 1 in their person? What's next for this connection? We're taking a look at the joining energy, starting us off. Joining energy. What's next for this connection, please? Pile 1. Oh my gosh, we have the 10 of Cups. I love this for you guys. This is beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at what's next for this connection. Let me see my viewer, their energy with regard to what's next here. Okay. We have an Ace of Cups. And then let's take a look at your person. What's their energy? What's next for this connection? 3 of Wands. I definitely can see, like, with all of this yellow that's here, and we have a lot of yellow in the DNA card, accents of it too, solar plexus being activated. So this is definitely, like, I feel about like things being more activated, action oriented with that divine masculine here. So what I feel is coming up next for you guys is like a beautiful, like this beautiful period of abundance here. We have the 10 of Cups. This is talking like family energy, like family, husband, wife vibes. We have children that are here as well. And I'm really being drawn to all these really beautiful butterflies that are here, which can signify transformations and changes. And I'm really actually noticing how the feminine in this card is more surrounded here by these butterflies and even these little children here that look like little girls, which is kind of interesting. Maybe some of you guys have like been with this person, like I was saying, for a long time. Maybe you're married to this person already. I see there's some sort of transformation here around the feminine, and there's some sort of transformation here around like family energy, creating a family, cultivating a family together. And the 10 of Cups is about like that sort of idyllic happiness that we can build with a partner, right? Again, with the solar plexus all tied to our life force energy and how we're confidently showing up to create these things. So that divine masculine energy that's coming up, again, it may not be specific to like the masculine, quote unquote, in your connection. It feels like it's more collectively, right? You guys are creating and building things together, building this family energy together, most importantly. And I feel like whoever is like the feminine identifying person in this connection, I feel like you guys have recently gone through some sort of massive change, or will be going through some sort of massive change, maybe in terms of the role even that you play in this connection. Now, you, my viewer, are showing up here with this Ace of Cups. This is beautiful energy. This is the energy of love, potential love. This is the energy of having feelings for someone. I'm also noticing here that you guys have the base chakra, the root chakra, in red in this card, right? So there's something here for you about like, again, going back to this divine masculine, which is about creating those structures and those frameworks for things. for you, my viewer, I feel like there's something here around you creating more stability or roots, maybe is the word, for your love with this person. We're going to get more cards here in a second. I'm just kind of tapping into the overall energy of these tarot cards. But it looks really beautiful. I feel like there's a lot of love coming up for you and this person, a lot of happiness, a lot of dreaming and building on those dreams. And I love with this Ten of Cups that it's like yellow, that solar plexus, because to me this indicates action. And a lot of times with the Ten of Cups, this card can err in the side of daydreaming a little bit too much versus acting and creating. But I feel like both of you guys are really in this action-oriented place. Now, you guys might be at a distance from your person, or like this could be a long distance connection for some of you guys. Maybe not for all of you, but the Three of Wands is telling me that this person is planning, right? They're looking ahead. Again, tying back into that masculine energy. It's kind of interesting, like I'm just kind of noticing how the figure here in the Three of Wands is looking away from where we have the idyllic family energy. So it kind of is making me feel like your person is planning like what's next, or planning the next step, if that makes sense. It's like you guys are here together. Now they're thinking about, what do I want next with this connection? So beautiful energy, pile one. Let's continue. Let's see what else you guys have. What's next for this connection with pile one and their person, please? Starting off with our joining energy. Joining energy. Clarifying the Ten of Cups. What's next for this connection? Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Yeah, see, there's some sort of planning that's going on here. That I see your person really kind of spearheading here. Maybe you guys are planning to start a family. Maybe you're planning to have children. If that doesn't resonate, it could be something about hopes and dreams, like planning, between the both of you around what family looks like and what that emotional fulfillment for each of you looks like in this connection. Let's see, pile one, my viewer, what's next for this connection? We have intuition. You already know the answer you seek. We're going to pop this up here, actually. And then let's take a look at your person's energy with this Three of Wands. Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. Yeah. I mean, this looks amazing, you guys. Like, I see your person, like, kind of like I was picking up on with the Three of Wands. It's like, we're here, we're together, we have this beautiful connection, this beautiful family energy together. Now, like that I have this love with pile one, let's think about what's next for us, right? They're planning. They're in their divine masculine energy here with you. You guys, I think, if you do identify as being more feminine, or maybe you're a mother or something like that, I do feel like coming up for you, you're more in tune with your emotions. You're more in tune with your intuition. You guys might be leaning back, my viewers, regardless of your gender, you guys could be leaning back into a more feminine space so that your person can activate their masculine, or maybe them activating their masculine is helping you to lean back more into your feminine, because you guys seem to be more like, you have the cups. You're kind of like just going with the flow of things, right? Trusting your gut, trusting your heart. They're kind of the ones that are more in this action space, ideating with you together, right? So it seems like you guys could be planning some sort of new beginning together, tied to the butterflies here, tied to the changes that are showing. So let's see. We're going to pull a couple of these archetypes, and then we'll see what else you guys might need to know before we close it out. So pile one. What is next for this connection? I'm going to see each person in this connection. I'm going to start with my viewer. Show me their archetype, please. What's next for this connection? Pile one. We have the Liberator coming up. And let's take a look at their person. This is interesting, this Liberator. Your person showing up as the mystic. So both of you guys are kind of in this intuitive space with each other, this trusting space. It's really interesting because we started off your message pile 1 with really kind of tapping into this energy of past life karma. And like this liberator says, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. There's some sort of massive change for you, my viewer, especially if you identify as a feminine or if you're not used to being in your feminine energy, either way. And it's connected to this karma. It's connected to this lesson around divine masculine. I really feel that you guys are learning to kind of, like the card says, free yourselves from repeating old cycles of the past. And maybe some of this has been difficult because it's something that you guys experienced growing up. It's something you experienced through childhood. And whatever this lesson is around masculine energy that you guys have had to learn, it's like passed down from generation to generation. It's in your DNA. Okay, so you guys are kind of coming into this space where you're leaning more into your intuition, leaning more into the feminine. You're still co-creating here with your person, but they seem like they're the ones that are really stepping into taking the lead, right? And you're freeing yourself of those outmoded beliefs or negative thought patterns around this type of dynamic that I'm seeing here. Okay. Your person also showing up really intuitive with the mystic, revels in intimate union with the divine, right? So this person and you, I think, are in a very spiritual connection. I think both of you guys are highly in tune and intuitive with each other. And I think this person just trusts. I think that they trust. And I think they also have like a very clear vision. When I'm looking at this mystic, I'm thinking of the third eye. So it seems that they have a very clear vision around what they see for you, for this connection, and what they want for the future, right? Because they're making plans for the future with you. So this is super beautiful, pile 1. I love this reading for you. I feel like this is a dream reading, and I'm really excited to hear in the comments how it resonates with you guys. We're just going to end here. Just one more tarot card. Let's just see anything else that you guys may need to know. What else should pile 1 keep in mind? What else do they need to know as it pertains to this connection? Guidance, advice, support. What should they be aware of? Eight of Cups. It's interesting because when I'm looking at this here, I'm noticing like it almost seems like there's a fire here in the background, right? Going back to this energy of the liberator, I feel like continue to release the outmoded beliefs that no longer serve you. Okay. I feel like you guys have been through some unfulfilling relationships in the past or unfulfilling situations in the past with love. And this is a person where it's like you have this opportunity for this beautiful, pure, kind of fresh start that's really built on a solid foundation here. And this Eight of Cups, this also represents root chakra, but in the Eight of Cups, we're walking away from that which doesn't serve us and we're looking at greener pastures, right? I feel like you found the greener pastures with this person based off the energy that I see here. And so I feel like your guidance is to continue to set fire, like let go, release, liberate yourself from those old outmoded beliefs because you're working through some major karma here and you don't want to repeat the same lessons that you've already learned, right? You guys also have the Two of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So I think just continuing to strive for that emotional harmony between the two of you. I'm also noticing how the feminine is sort of like hugging and supporting the masculine. It almost looks to me though like he's giving her a piggyback ride. That's probably not what's happening, but that's sort of how it looks, just the way they're positioned, right? So it's like you're being guided to still love and support your person. Let them carry some of the load sometime. I feel like that's what they're doing here. Maybe some of my pile 1s, you guys have always had to like be in your masculine energy. So it might be different to be with somebody who is just kind of stepping into that, where you don't have to. So I think just continue to work on your own transformation with all those butterflies and the 10 of Cups. Continue, supporting and striving for that emotional harmony between the both of you. It seems like you're with somebody who's very sturdy, who really wants to support and take care of you in the right way. So Beautiful message, Pile One. Please comment below. Let me know how you feel like this resonates with you and your person. If you guys are not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated once I post the next reading, and I'll see you then. Bye. Hey Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you guys selected the Twin Flame Journey Tarot in this beautiful little firefly quartz crystal, this will be your message. So we're looking to see what is next for you and your person, this connection, and we're going to begin just by looking at the overall energy of what's coming your way. Keep in mind, guys, general reading, entertainment purposes only. Please don't let it get you upset. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Okay? So let's get started. So we have playfulness coming up in your overall energy. We do have the full moon. Ooh, and then we have the rainbow reviver. Such a cute card. Okay. So overall energy of what I see that's next for this group. I feel, first of all, I want to just address, like, there's something that's ending with this connection coming up here in the near future. Okay. Full moons, literally the key word here, it's talking about completion. So a cycle ending. And it feels like it's a cycle that might have been tough for you guys, or just maybe unclear for some of you. And the reason that I'm saying this is because we have two other cards here that really indicate kind of starting fresh with a more kind of lighthearted approach. We have the Rainbow Reviver and we have Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Both of these cards talk about like infusing more fun into the connection, infusing more lighthearted energy into the connection. The Rainbow Reviver, this is literally somebody whose intention and goal is to spread rainbows and sunshine and just be like that optimistic, uplifting, energy. And so that is what I'm seeing. It's like there's something that you guys are letting go and releasing that feels heavy to me. And there's this effort here to kind of lighten things up a little bit. So let's jump in and let's just see what we have coming up for you guys. So starting with the joining energy, what's next for this connection for Pile 2 and their person? Excuse me. What is next for this connection? Pile number 2 and their person, please. Joining energy. Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups. Love initiation. Let me see my viewer, please. What's their energy, please? What's next? Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's the fun. And then let me see their person's energy, please. What's next for this connection? 10 of Swords. Yeah, see, yes. And then we have the 3 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, you see, you guys, there is definitely some sort of heaviness that's being released here coming up into the near future between you and this person. Okay. I do see new beginnings being confirmed here with the Ace of Cups, but I also see your person really processing through something quite heavy. Okay. So the 10 of Swords, like this card is saying that it's a painful ending of sorts. It can be a lot of things, right? For some of you, maybe your person has hit some sort of rock bottom in their life. Maybe your person has been just like really overthinking something in their life and kind of working themselves up. It's like whatever it is, I feel like from your person's perspective, there's been some sort of just drama or heaviness that they're working through. And I feel like you guys are really stepping into this place of trying to like breathe life back into them again, because this is a very dark place to be. It's kind of like, I think I already said this, but it's like rock bottom. It's like you can only go up from here. So I see you, my viewer, really coming in, stepping into this Rainbow Reviver energy of the Knight of Wands, right? This is all about having fun. It's also like I'm kind of seeing here how we have like the masculine and feminine. She's kind of like leaning into him. They're on the swing. Like I feel you guys really putting forth this effort to take action and do fun activities with this person that are going to help to revive them from this rock bottom energy that they're in. I feel also you guys could be like quite physically attracted to this person as well. Because this is definitely like, passionate sort of whirlwind romance type of vibes. And but with this Knight of Wands, I feel like a lot of this is more, Not saying that those things don't exist, that there's like you don't have physical attraction, but I feel this is more about like what this keyword is saying, this passionate adventure of like just having more fun with this person and maybe traveling with them, going and doing fun things with them. And it's all with this goal of helping them through this ending here. Now, you guys have the Ace of Cups in between you. So with the Ace of Cups, there is this energy of like new love potential. Now, I don't know kind of like what the status of your connection is at this time. Maybe as we get into more oracle cards, we'll kind of see that. But the Ace of Cups is telling me that there is a potential for this connection to grow into more. It feels right now like you guys could just be in a more like a more casual space with this person. Like maybe you're not in a committed relationship with them yet, but maybe you've been dating or you know them as a friend. It's like there's something ending and something beginning here with the Ace of Cups. So there could be a situation where you and this person are exploring like a new side of this connection together, right? Like a new way of connecting with each other that you haven't in the past. All right, let's continue. Joining energy, please. What's next for this connection? What's next for this connection? Pile 2, joining energy. Spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. That's both of you. So both parties learning something from one another here. Let me look at my viewer. What's next for this connection? Show me my viewer's energy, please. We have soulmates. And then let's take a look at your person's energy. What's next? Apology. Oh, okay. We also have fate. This is a destined partnership. So there's tons of indications, you guys, that you and this person are like spiritually connected. There's a lesson here. Both of you guys are learning. You're kind of fated to meet this person, no matter how long-term or short-term this connection may be. Okay. Soulmate and spiritual lesson. I mean, it's very clear. This is a soulmate energy. You guys might feel like very comfortable with this person. You may just feel just naturally kind of drawn to this person and not really understand why. But I really feel with this rainbow reviver energy, like you guys really embodying these traits of love, acceptance, and respect toward this person, even though they seem to be showing up as being in a little bit of a darker place here. Okay. Now your person has this energy of apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. So it's possible that part of this painful ending has to do with them, forgiving someone or something, maybe you. It may also have to do with them offering up an apology to you or to someone else. Like there's something that this person is needing to atone for. And the other dynamic that I kind of see here for some of you guys is maybe part of you kind of embodying this rainbow energy to them. This rainbow reviver energy is about uplifting them or atoning for something that you did, right? Because this is talking about them expecting an apology that they want to hear. So maybe that's part of like where some of this playful energy is coming in, because you're trying to kind of lift things back up from, you know, this heartache energy that your person's experiencing, and maybe they are experiencing it because of something that happened between you guys. Okay, let's continue. Pile 2. What's next for this connection, please? We're going to take a look at some archetype cards for each of you guys. Starting with pile 2, my viewer, please. Show me what's next for this connection, my viewer's energy. We have Destroyer. Show me their person's energy. The Gambler. I kind of wonder if your person might have like an addictive personality for some of you guys with that Gambler. This doesn't literally have to mean gambling, but it kind of doesn't completely surprise me, like to see that with the Ten of Swords next to it. It makes me feel like this person might just have some sort of tendencies of like, you know, maybe they take risks that don't always work out for them, or maybe they've recently taken a risk. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you, relying on luck rather than hard work. You see how he's kind of walking a tightrope and blindfolded here and just kind of like going out on a limb. You know, I kind of feel like this person took some sort of risk in their life or in love, and it like didn't work out for them. And it led to some pretty painful ending in their life. And maybe you guys are the ones that kind of pointed this out, because this card, the Destroyer, it says releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Like, to me, when I'm looking at this Destroyer, I kind of feel like you guys maybe came in and you really kind of blew up this person's spot, maybe without even really realizing it, right? Releasing what is potentially destructive. And a volcano is volatile. You guys have a lot of fire energy here, right? So there could have been something about like your approach or something that happened leading up to this reading where you guys really blew up or like illuminated to this person what they were doing, which was not working for them, or that was not working for this connection, right? It's like a tower moment that you guys kind of pushed this person into. Like, you were their tower moment, if that makes sense. So it's like this release of negativity, this release of something that was not working, so that you guys can start fresh with an Ace of Cups, new love. So this is really beautiful, pile 2. We're going to just see, I'm going to pull just one other tarot card just to see. Look at this. As I'm shuffling, the tower is showing itself here, which is crazy. So let's just see what guidance, advice, or just any other info you guys may need to keep in mind as it pertains to this connection. What does pile 1 need to just remember to keep in mind, or guidance or advice for my viewers as they move forward with this connection? What do they need to know? Advice for pile 1. My viewers. Okay, I feel like we're going to take that, but this one wanted to come out too, so we're going to take them both. And we have 9 of Wands. So I feel like I want to address this one first. Like, the 9 of Wands, trials and tribulations, it definitely seems like you guys are coming into this reading sort of at the end of some sort of tough cycle, right? That's kind of what I was picking up on here in the beginning of your message. And I'm guided to say that this happens sometimes, right? There's a lot of times ups and downs in relationships. And I feel there might just be like this effort that you guys are putting in is kind of this last sort of ditch effort, or last little bit of effort that's needed in order to really fully close out this cycle here. We also have Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. So it's kind of interesting because in your reading, it's heavy in fire, right? Especially here on your side, pile number 2. And this is your advice, right? You guys are heavy in the fire energy. I feel like your person's more air over here with the Gambler and the 10 of Swords, but I digress. So the Knight of Pentacles is talking about the need to kind of take things slow. You have the little snail here, right? So taking things slow and steady and really focusing on building a solid foundation, right? It might feel counterintuitive because I see you guys here in this Knight of Wands energy, which is a lot more fast-paced. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I think in general, as it pertains to this connection, you're being guided to go slow. And you're being just overall, long-term, guided to go slow. And also to work with this person, with collaboration here, the 3 of Pentacles. You need to not feel like you're the one that has to do all the work, right? This person should be wanting to hold your hand and really collaborate with you through that. And I feel like that's what you're being guided to do, is to take slow, steady progress hand in hand with this person. The 3 of Pentacles is kind of about like teamwork, right? It's about repairing something within the connection or working on the connection together as a unit, instead of like one person having to like do all the heavy lifting. You want to seek partnership and collaboration from this person and look for kind of slow, steady progress through doing this. Because I do have to say, like, I feel for you guys when I'm tapping into your reading, it definitely feels to me like you guys are doing a lot of heavy lifting here, or doing a lot of overcompensating to try to uplift your person, right? And maybe if there's something you guys need to apologize for, this is why you're kind of taking that approach. But there's something here for you to just keep in mind around like holding their hand and doing it side by side instead of you feeling like you have to do all the work, if that is the case for you. So pile 2, I believe we'll go ahead and end your message here. But as always, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. How do you feel like this resonates with your situation? What's been going on with your person? If you guys are not already, please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out the Muse Tarot with this amethyst crystal, this will be your message. We're looking to see what is next for your connection with your person. And we're going to begin with the overall energy just to kind of see like what's headed your way. Please keep in mind this is a general reading for entertainment purposes only. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Don't allow it to get you upset. Let's jump in. So overall energy for group 3, we have free yourself. We have synergy. And we have emotional freedom coming up. Okay, pretty interesting. Kind of also interesting that like there's unicorns coming up in 2 cards. That's kind of an interesting synchronicity. So when I think of a unicorn, I think of something that's kind of unique. I think of something that is elusive. I think of something that is sometimes this like ideal thing. And like, or like a once in a lifetime thing is kind of what I feel with that. But the other thing that I feel with unicorn coming up is that there could be something about this connection, a belief about it, an ideal that you guys have toward it that may not be completely realistic, because unicorns are mythical creatures that do not exist for real, you know? And I kind of feel like whatever that belief is holding you guys back for some of you guys. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And we see this unicorn that's kind of like in the cage. So there's also something here about like you and your person each having your own sort of like unique take on life, or maybe your own unique opinions or perspectives on different things. And there's been this suppression of like really being yourselves. That's what I feel. I'm sorry. I know this intro is like all over the place, but it really feels like there's this suppression of just being your true selves and just like letting your opinions out, expressing yourself authentically, showing off who you really are for the unique, weird, whatever type of person or people you guys are. Okay, so kind of both of these cards are talking about, I just kind of realized literally they're both talking about being free. Emotional freedom is talking about like this idea that 2 different perspectives can coexist, right? You can still be in a relationship with someone who thinks and feels differently than you about certain things. Granted, there's always going to be deal breakers we all have and things like that. But it's like releasing an expectation or releasing an idea of how something has to look and just embracing the uniqueness that your connection is, right? Like there are these snowflakes here, kind of like unicorns, right? A snowflake is always really unique. When you look at a snowflake underneath a microscope, they all look different. They all take different forms. We also have this energy of like different animals here. We have a rabbit, we have an owl, we have this unicorn, right? All resembling different types of perspectives and different ways of living. So with the green man being here with synergy, to me, this is about like what's next for you guys is learning how to kind of seamlessly blend those things together. How to become one while not losing your own individuality and your own sense of self. Okay, let's continue. I feel like I've been rambling here for a really long time with this intro. So, pile 3, What's next for this connection? I want to take a look at the joining energies here, please. Joining energies for Kyle 3 and their person. What's next? Okay. We have the 6 of Pentacles coming up here. Show me my viewer's energy. What's next for this connection? Four of Voices, 4 of Swords. Show me their person. What's next for this connection? The 10 of Wands. You know what's kind of interesting, you guys, is like when I look at you and your person, you guys are both embodying like really different energies toward each other. Okay? You guys seem to be in this very like meditative, like this card, it's giving spa day, right? The 4 of Swords is about like mental health and like taking a mental break from something. But like in this card, she's literally taking a spa day. She's relaxing in the bath. And there's like this little person who's sort of watching her relaxing in the bath, observing in a way. It's very serene. But your person is over here like with the 10 of Wands. This is somebody who feels like they have a lot of burdens on their back. Like they have a lot of work that they have to do, heavy lifting that they have to do. Excuse me. We have like all these cows here as well. It's like helping out. So with the 6 of Pentacles being here in the joining energy, to me, I feel like this is about finding a balance, like a happy medium as it pertains to the effort that's being put in here. Because a 4 of Swords is not putting in really any effort. This is someone who's pulled back their energy and they're taking their space. A 10 of Wands is somebody who feels like they are doing all this heavy lifting, right? Again, this just could be coming from differing ideologies around like where each of you stand in the connection. It could be coming from different perspectives of what, you know, the roles should be for each person in a relationship. But with the 6 of Pentacles coming up here, I feel that this is about striving, like with synergy, for that more equal reciprocity between each other, an equal exchange of give and take, balancing things back out again. Okay. Now, for some of you guys with the 6 of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting a vibe that like maybe you and this person don't like, I think that there's maybe a question of the compatibility here for some of you, because at times for me, that 6 of Pentacles can talk of like unrequited love, right? Where like things are just too different. We're not on the same page. Typically we have one person that's more invested than the other person is, which is kind of what I see here in terms of the efforts that are being put in. It doesn't have to mean that for all of you, but it just, to me, this is just talking of like the next step in this connection really being about trying to strive for that balance and that reciprocity here. Let's see. Joining energy. What's next for this connection? Joining energy. We have soulmate. Beautiful. Show me my viewer. What's their energy? What's next for this connection? Vulnerability. Yeah, you see, there's that message about being yourself. Okay. And show me their person, please. What's next for this connection? Release. Yeah, see, I feel like maybe your person could be the one who has like some sort of hang-ups. Their energy just feels very exhausted and burdened here. Like they might be wanting you to be something that you're not. And I feel like you guys are kind of a unicorn. You and your person are different in some way. We also have wait. The timing is not quite right. That's kind of what I was getting. Like there's some sort of a question here of compatibility is what I feel. And I'm wondering if because it's specifically highlighting timing, it could really just be that like maybe your person just has a lot of stuff on their plate external to this connection, right? It could be external circumstances that are playing more of a role than you guys actually not being compatible. But maybe the way that you guys would both choose to deal with those circumstances is incompatible, because it seems like your person's the type of person that like to take everything on their shoulders. And you're the type of person that's like, no, I just want to zen. Like, I just want to relax, you know, which there's nothing wrong with either approach. We all are unique, right? We all have our unique way of doing things. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong. But I do think for you guys, there's something for you here to reflect on around being more open about who you are with this person, because this card is showing me someone in this connection confined to a cage, right? Not showing their full unique self. Something about you that's really different and special and unique. You guys are like caging up, and you're not necessarily opening up to this person and telling them about that. You're not showing that side. Okay. And maybe that's been something that's been stressing you guys out, because the Four of Voices or Swords is about kind of taking a mental break from something that's been really stressful for us. It comes right after the Three of Swords, which is the card that's all about heartbreak, right? So there's something that I feel you guys are really being guided to say to this person, to show this person. Because you hiding it is disempowering you in some way here, okay? And people can tell when you're not being yourselves. Like there's definitely something here with you and this person, like a lesson that you're supposed to learn. Soulmate energy coming through here really strong. So I do believe that this person, this connection is in your life for a purpose, right? But look at the message of this card. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally, right? Maybe that is the lesson here between you both, is about like learning to accept yourselves and to accept the other person for who they truly are. Because I think your person has to let something go around their expectations here too, right? They have the keyword of acceptance here. You know, so let's see. Let's go into some of these archetypes. I want to see how each of you guys are embodying energy toward each other coming up here into the near future. So for pile 3, tell me please where my viewer stands. What is next for this connection, starting with my viewer? Okay. Well, these both flew out of the deck, so I guess we're going to take those and then show me their person. Oh, wow. Okay. Is your person a workaholic, you guys? I feel like that with the Ten of Swords, but they could also be carrying other burdens here. So the addict archetype helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. We also have compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. I do kind of get workaholic vibes from your person, but there could be other factors at play with that addict card coming up. Everyone's situation is different, but what I feel with that, it's like this person, I just really think that they have some sort of, like what this card was talking about was an addictive pattern, right? So there's something within them, again, that needs to be released, that's manifesting in the way that they're showing up with this connection. Maybe it's this like feeling of needing to like take all this on their own. Maybe they have like a little bit of a martyr complex going on for some of them. It could, again, it just generally could just be the burdens of some sort of addictive pattern or behavior that they're struggling with right now. You guys have the Destroyer in the Child Orphan. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Yeah, so you guys might be like struggling with like maybe with this person there's some sort of abandonment wound that's being highlighted for you. But this card, it also talks about like going at it alone. And maybe that's part of like who you are, right? Like this uniqueness that you guys need to express to your person. Like there's something about maybe your upbringing, your childhood, or even the way that you like to go about relationships. Maybe some of you guys just prefer independence for some, you know? And that could be triggering this person. But there's something that you guys need to tell them about that. We also have the Destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Like this is a Tower card. This kind of came up in another pile as well. This is showing up as your energy with the Child, Orphan, and the Destroyer. So I kind of feel like maybe some of you guys are showing up like, so what I'll say is, I think that continuing on the path that you guys are on right now, you, my viewer, eventually it's going to lead to like some disruption if you don't get ahead of it now. Because this card, it reminds me of the Tower. It's a volcano. It's volatile, right? It's something bubbling beneath the surface here that needs to be released. Okay? Now, the beauty of the Destroyer is that this is all about like getting rid of what no longer serves us and really confronting it head on, which in this case has to do with this orphan energy, okay? And releasing it so that you can prepare for something new. So like regardless of like what's happening with them, I do feel like you, my viewer, seems like there's some sort of work that you all should be doing as well around certain patterns of your own that are no longer serving you. Like maybe some of you guys sequester yourselves off out of a fear of being hurt, right? Or maybe some of you guys kind of isolate yourselves out from this person because it seems like they have a lot of stuff going on that they have to do and maybe they don't always include you, you know? Like I wonder if your person has a lot of other people around them, like metaphorically represented by these cows here or something. I don't know. So what's next for this connection? It looks really interesting and definitely complex. It definitely seems like you and this person each have work that you need to be doing, like inner work. But I do see this effort here to work through reciprocity and really balance out the effort that each person is putting into this connection here. For you, I feel like my viewer, there's something more that you need to be giving. And for this person, there's something like less that they need to be giving in some way. Because it's like you guys are in rest mode and they're in heavy lifting mode. So those two energies need to be balanced out is what the Six of Pentacles is saying. So let's see, pile 3. We're going to close it out with just some guidance for you. I just want to see like what else you guys may want to keep in mind as you navigate this connection. Five of Wands and the Empress showing, but I only want one card. So if they come back out, then we will take them. Knight of Wands. To me, this is talking about like taking some sort of action, right? It's like not a unicorn, but it is a horse with a mane made of fire, right? So still kind of this metaphysical looking creature. To me, this is about you guys freeing yourself from whatever this cage is, this metaphorical cage. And having more fun, taking action of some sort, celebrating something, being proud of something about yourselves is what I feel with this. I don't know why. Like when I'm looking at these fireworks, I'm getting some sort of like celebration or like something about your culture or something about your values or your upbringing. Like there's something here that needs to be like lit up in the sky, loud and proud. And I don't know, like I'm kind of feeling an uncomfortable feeling in the pit of my stomach as I'm talking about this. So this could be really outside of your comfort zone. But there's something here that I feel you guys are really being guided to express. And my throat is tingling right now as I'm saying this. It's so funny. Yeah, there's something here that you guys are really being guided to express more authentically and have more fun with it. Be excited about it. Again, this is also talking about taking action. So moving out of that cage, showing yourself, doing things that feel fun, doing things that feel inspiring. Now, as it pertains to this connection, I feel like this is talking about like kind of the passion of the connection, right? Finding ways to infuse more fun and excitement into this connection. But I feel the majority of this message for you, my viewer, has something to do with authenticity of self and kind of becoming more empowered versus disempowered, which is what's kind of showing here right now. So pile 3, I've rambled long enough. I do think that we're going to go ahead and close out your message here, but please comment below. I would love to hear from you around how this resonated in the comments. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I look forward to seeing you there. Bye.